Today, we are taking a very important look at personal security and safety with a focus on a troubling crime that is affecting Nigerians.
Indeed, you couldn't have put it more plainly. Patience, hidden in our everyday routine, is a trap put there by very cunning people who are often referred to as scammers. They pretend that crime is convenient, and that way they make people fall into traps hitherto they did not expect to happen. Today, on the show, we want to peel back the layers and reveal what lies underneath.
For many commuters, a simple journey to a destination and back becomes a source of fear, anxiety, and uncertainty.
Wow, indeed, it can be quite uncertain when you don't know what is going to happen next. And this is how sometimes the unease is nothing more than just something you did not prepare for. At other times, you say a prayer to elicit a path of safety. Join us on Weekend Deal today as we pull back all the layers and let you know what's hidden underneath. Weekend Deal is live on all our social media handles at NTA Network. My name is Thelma Obaze. Welcome.
The big question here is, why is this crime still prevalent, and how can we identify the warning signs? It is your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, and I am Patient Eloy Abba. Our conversation today will be enriched with real-life stories and expert theories.
This is Weekend Deal on the Nigerian Television Authority on the network service, and of course across all NTA stations. I want to say a big thank you to Innovate Hub for the beautiful display you see there at the head of all the other beautiful displays. And that is not all. Recently, it was time for the TED Fund Alliance for Innovative Research, popularly called TED Fair. Capsi was there, and she brings us all the juicy and interesting details. Sit back, relax, and learn.
Conceptualization of this innovation happened with my other team members, and this was due to the excessive maternal and child death that happens in the rural northern Nigeria, where you have lack of electricity in the primary healthcare centers, where the vulnerables go for either childbirth or taking their children to these primary healthcare centers, and due to lack of electricity, they are not properly taken care of. So this innovation is a vertical axis wind turbine system that generates electricity 24 hours. When you have wind in your axis, you can just place this innovation on a rooftop, and the moment the blades turn, you have constant electricity.
Orufe is a shredder for shredding abacha, shredding cooked or uncooked cassava that is used in making abacha. So here we have the machine that does the shredding. It works with spinning a disc that has two different blades. We have the blade that slices the cassava and the blades that does the shredding, that cuts it in bits. So it comes out and is dried. So if it's dried, it's packaged this way, and it can be sold this way.
For TED Fair 567, which comprises of innovators from the University Polytechnic School, colleges of education. They developed 11 prototypes, and I'm proud to also announce that all patent certificates are ready.
TechFund will be, and we have been at the forefront of finding those solutions and supporting endeavors that bring us to that. As a result, it has become imperative for us to adopt a more sustainable approach that is rooted in science, technology, and innovation. This paradigm shift is essential to bridge the existing knowledge gaps, the application of knowledge, and the commercialization of research outcomes capable of addressing Nigeria's development concerns. In today's rapidly evolving global environment, innovative and problem-solving research is imperative as a critical driver of economic competitiveness, our societal progress, and national development.
So many Nigerian families have been traumatized, communities have been left on edge because of the incidences of one chance in our society. What exactly is one chance and who can be a victim? Splendor, with a story, one right gone wrong, will be telling us. Okay, my director just told me Jane will be telling us with her real life stories, not Splendor for now. Jane, take it away.
My laptop! This guy don't
In the hustle and bustle of Nigeria's city, thousands step out daily, chasing work, dreams, and survival. But in the midst of this movement lies a nightmare hidden in plain sight. It is called one chance. Criminals disguised as transport operators, bus drivers, taxi men, or ride-hailing agents lure unsuspecting passengers in. It is a ride that begins like any other, but could end in fear, violence, or loss. Once the doors close, the terror begins.
I stood at a bus stop within the city of Abuja, and lo and behold, there was another guy standing, and as usual, it's a normal thing we do whenever you want to enter vehicle, only to discover that that same guy that entered with me was part of the deal. For themselves one chance to say. And after a few seconds, I saw a facial expression of that particular young guy that entered with me. And at that point in time, I felt something and I said, I am in a wrong vehicle.
Stories like hers echo across Lagos, Abuja, and other cities. Tales of quick abduction, forced withdrawals at ATMs, beatings, and psychological scars that last a lifetime. For many victims, escape comes only by luck or courage.
It's actually not an experience anybody wants to recall. It's traumatizing, first of all. It takes away sleep from you. But, well, experiences, they say, are best teachers.
Behind every one chance attack is an organized network. Drivers, sporters, and cash handlers. They prey on the vulnerable, late commuters, lone passengers, or those unfamiliar with city's routes. ATMs and POS agents often become tools in their chain of exploitation.
If you're going to enter a car, you should be able to look at the plate number back and front. If they have a plate number, then look at the people who are already inside the car. Or if you are in the car, those who are now coming to enter the car, what are the kind of conversations they are now discussing, so that we'll be able to give you an insight. In fact, in some cases, you have a right to ask. You should see their boat, because there are cases where some of them, they hide inside the boat with a weapon. As soon as you get inside and the car took off, then the person will now come out and collect all your belongings and throw you out of the car.
First, you should identify parks. Identify parks and use park. In park, most of the cars are registered. 2, you should identify cars where they always rush along the road. They're always in haste to carry passengers. Then they do like saying they rush, go somewhere. You can't rush, you go be prey to them.
Experts say unemployment and corruption have turned these criminals into a business, one feeding off urban poverty and desperation.
There are many parameters why people go into crime. There are many numbers of youth who want to be gainfully employed, but the jobs are not there. Then some of those ones can easily move into thinking that crime is going to benefit.
Beyond the stolen money or broken bones lies something deeper: fear. Fear of strangers, fear of a city that once felt like home. How did a simple ride turn into a battle for survival?
Jane, many thanks. That was quite in-depth, and in a way, it feels so good to see our sisters in good health. Good a thing the NTA family rallied, when a trauma and a challenge struck, and thank God our sisters are doing very well now. That is not an experience that anyone even wishes for your worst enemy, if at all you have any. Well, as busy as Kapsi was, she also went out on the streets to learn a bit more. This one chance people, do they have two heads? Why are they still persisting? This is a terrible, terrible thing. Kapsi, what's up? What did you find?
Share your experience about one chance people and the strategy you think we can avoid while boarding a car.
Okay, it was on a fateful day. I got into a taxi from my junction. That's Kagini Junction at Kubwa. People that know Kagini. So from there, a lady was at the front of the car and 2 guys at the back. I was the third person that got into the car. And in that process, when we were driving, a few minutes or few seconds, they just locked the car, wind up the glass. Like that. And what I would advise the community to do about before boarding into a taxi is be careful, be very, very careful, because I know that it's not easy to identify the one chance people, but just be careful and be observant.
For you to avoid one chance, there are certain things you need to observe while trying to align a vehicle. Number 1, you don't align a vehicle in a place where it is on mark. When I mean on mark, there are places where vehicles are supposed to pick passenger and things like that. So that is number 1. Then number 2, when you notice a vehicle that does not actually have a particular price, he's telling you how much you want to pay. So you should also know that this is not a regular driver that applied this road. So all of these are signs for you to take precaution seriously.
I boarded the car and then I entered, and immediately I entered, the other lady started talking about having her bag in the boot and she wants to get down. Then the driver was like, okay, so she has something in the boot. He just started ranting and yelling at her that, it's very dangerous for her carrying that thing, putting in his car. What if the police stops him? She was like, no, she traveled from Kano, blah, blah, blah. She just started telling us her life story. I did not say anything as they were talking. Then others say, no, it's very dangerous. People might, whatever is going on might attract people. So we should go somewhere safe to share the money. Then someone, the other lady volunteered that we should go to her house to share the money. The reason I didn't drop was because I thought they were driving towards Nyanya. So my plan was when they get to Nyanya, I would drop and tell them, me and her. So I did not even know when they cornered to Banex, truth be told. I thought we're still going towards Nyanya. They now corner to Banex. And I told them, driver, I want to drop here. That was when all of them were like, this thing no enter this girl. They just turned and looked at me. And then I did not even notice that there were policemen in front. They got scared, I guess, because of the police they saw. So they dropped me, and I did not even get out of the car. They just zoomed off.
Number one thing is that you should avoid entering motor along the road. Yes, you have to be very, very careful of entering motor along the road. And secondly, before you enter any of the vehicle on the road, you need to observe those who are in the vehicle, that is the person at the front seat, at the back seat. Because at times, you see a lady at the front, two men at the back. So on the process of entering the vehicle, one might come down for you to be in the middle. So as long as you're in the middle, they won't pick anybody along the road again. You'll be the only one they will pick. And you won't even understand that, okay, this is their plan.
There was a time I ordered a ride online. So when it read thing, I was like, the plate number wasn't corresponding. It was a two different plate number. So luckily for me, I had to check very well before entering. I noticed it. Meanwhile, asking the cab guy, he was like that he just recently changed his vehicle, that he has not changed it online. I was not like, no, it's not done that way. Even if you bought a new vehicle, you should actually change it on the app so that people will know that this is actually your vehicle. That's how they kidnap people. So that's my bit experience. Another one, we need to be security conscious, because most vehicles now, when you enter inside, before you enter, first check its number. Then when seated, check the handle of the door. Because most people, they have tampered with the handle that once you sit down, it's broken. You can't open it from inside.
Nice one there, Kamsi. Your views from the street has further enriched our package today. We're talking about personal safety and this challenge of one chance. And it's not only in the FCT. From what we hear, reliably, it's happening in different parts of the nation. Good thing our experts are here to give us the expert knowledge, because obviously there's something we are missing. We often say your prayers, we often say that sixth sense, but is there more in terms of what you should look out for, what you should do to stay vigilant? So let's meet our guest, Dr. Kabir Adamu, who is the Managing Director, Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited. Of course, it's a familiar face and a familiar name. His profile is now.
Doctor, welcome to Weekend Deal.
I know. The pleasure is actually mine.
It's a shared pleasure. Okay, he's not alone. We have another guest. He is Comrade Wim James, the National Financial Secretary, National Union of Road Transport Workers, former State Chairman at Akwa Ibom State, former Zonal Chairman, and a graduate of Public Administration. Sir, you're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Thank you.
Okay. Today we're talking personal safety and security. We all know that it is one of the most important things for us as human beings. I'll start with you, Dr. Adamu. One chance in Nigeria. You hear it again. I mean, recently my heart was broken when a bride-to-be, 1 week to her wedding, she went out for shopping and she returned dead. If that's the way to put it, yes. She entered one chance, they pushed her out, and she died. What can Nigerians look out for?
So a couple of things. One chance, the vehicles, as it were, that have turned into criminal centers. So in other words, the crime is committed in the vehicle. And so in normal criminology, one of the things you will look out for is the location of the crime. So in this instance, it is the vehicles. So how can you avoid exposing yourself to a vehicle that type of crime can occur? The most, I think, simple advice would be go to a registered park.
Okay.
Because parks have systems in place to reduce the possibility of one chance perpetrators, patronizing them or using them. As an example, they would have registered their drivers, they would have registered their vehicles, they would have probably profiled the drivers to know who they are, to know what they do. So even if, God forbid, a registered vehicle within a park commits one chance, it can be traced. And then the necessary actions taken against the driver. He can be, arrested. He can be prosecuted. But where you just stay by the roadside and you flag down a vehicle, number one, you are exposing yourself, because at that point, honestly, you are at the mercy of God. The likelihood of that driver and the vehicle becoming a crime scene is extremely high. Of course, the other one are all these hail cab vehicles. Those ones too are reasonably reliable because they've been profiled. Their drivers are registered too, even though they still have a risk. Because unfortunately, over time, the know your customer KYC component that should have been done by those hail cabs and is not being done adequately. So your best bet is to go to a registered park. Of course, next to that is this hail cab services.
For T, I know you're itching to try to ask questions, but I want to say something. Because you're a security expert, some of the experiences we hear from these victims is the fact that they go from ATMs to withdraw money. Is there nothing put in that system for an alert to say, why is this person continuously, from 180? Is there nothing put? Because it's funny. Our colleague Susan was taking all around the whole Abuja, and she was withdrawing from ATM to ATM, and still, is there anything we can do?
As you know, I run a firm, and we sometimes get cases like this that we try to help. The most ridiculous one I've had is actually a diplomat who was accosted somewhere in Jabi, and then they entered his vehicle. I think there were 2 or 3 in the vehicle, went to the Transcorp Hilton. You know how the security posture of Transcorp Hilton went there and used the ATM in Transcorp Hilton to withdraw money. And they succeeded. Back to your question. Technically, all ATMs are supposed to have cameras.
Yes.
And apart from cameras, there are digital traces. For instance, if you withdraw money, first, the camera would have captured you. Secondly, if the bank is interested, of course, with the court warrant or some form of documentation from the security agencies, who withdraw that money, at the time the person withdraw that money can be traced. So, but again, this is Nigeria. Unfortunately, we've dropped the ball in some of those things. I can tell you with all confidence that there are certain ATM machines that don't even have camera. Or even where they have cameras, those cameras are not working. The second part is the monitoring capability. Of course, if a pattern is established where cash is being withdrawn, it should raise the concern. And I think there are banks that are doing better than others. There's a particular bank, I don't have accounts in a lot of banks, but there is one of the banks that I use. If I make the mistake of putting my PIN number once, believe me, I get a call. Immediately from them. But then there are other banks that I've used that, even if you try to reach them, it will be difficult to reach them. So I think there is that regulatory gap that is not enforcing the requirements. The requirements are there, I must tell you. I think one of them is that there must be a functional camera in those. So if all of these things are being implemented, it would definitely help reduce what you've just described. The second element is that, of course, you can trigger if you are in distress. Most banks have telephone numbers. If you are in distress, you can call them and they can automatically and immediately block that account number. But the challenge is this. The person who is accosted, who is facing one chance, would usually not have access to his or her phone. So it will be after the event that the person can probably make that call.
I was just going to mention that, Dr. Adamu, even when they have access to a phone, you've just had the traumatic experience, getting yourself together. You may even forget the number of your spouse or your child or your family member at that time. But of course, it's good advice. There are also incidents where the cameras were there, the evidence was there. They accessed the video, but the customers, the traumatized customer, did not get their
Justice.
resources back.
No.
Yes, eventually. At that point, we often say, "Thank God that
You
you're
are
alive."
alive.
You know, friends and family are always willing to bring up
rally
what
round.
is required as far as the family member is safe. Okay, let's look to these vehicles now, because it's not when they are pedestrians or when they are on the streets that these things happen. They are seated in a vehicle and the vehicle is on the move oftentimes. So security expert has spoken. Mr. James, you are here in your capacity as the national officer of the NURTW, also representing MC Oluomo, who is the president of the NURTW. Please extend our greetings to him, and it was great of you to make it, yes. These vehicles now, how is your association putting checks and balances to know who is driving what and what they do on a daily basis? We know that they have routes and they have car parks. So where's the gap?
Thank you, madam.
Thelma.
Thelma.
We are so young, we are not
Thank
madam.
you, thank you, thank you. It's really a situation we are having when it comes to this issue of one chance and safety, personal safety, the transportation sector, commuting from place to place. For us, we look at it that, you see, safety is a function of orderliness. And orderliness is the ability to make necessary rules, reasonable rules, and obey them. So now in this situation, whose responsibility is it to make these rules, to regulate the system, who is carrying who? People especially in the city. One chance can hardly happen in a village setting or a very local setting. It happens in highbrow cities, at the state capitals, and for any commuter that comes into the state capital or a city must have had the leverage of communication, ICT, phone, and all the other things like that. We should know it should be a little digitalized. Now, looking at the aspect of who should regulate, we have a situation between, you see, the expectation of the society on the National Union of Road Transport Workers might be a little higher than what is available. Because the union is a trade union. And you see, take a trade union, even the union of journalists as we are here, the teachers, union of teachers, union of nurses, all the unions. What is the responsibility of a union? Is to gather for the welfare of the members.
Yes.
But in the road transport sector, we have a NURTW, which is practically a private sector core, operational union. The responsibility now shifts from managing, catering for the well-being of members to checking what is happening in the society, operations. That is why we are here now talking about what can the union do to check these kind of issues in the city. So the issue is, who should have regulated who should drive a taxi in a city? Who should carry somebody? Is it a rocket science that...
Sorry, just a minute, Mr. Wham. Are you saying we unburden you totally as an association because you are employing drivers? You don't check their credentials. You don't check who they are, what they have done.
No, the road safety has their own work. The VIO, the others.
They have. No, we didn't mention driving license.
The government. You say employing for a driver to be qualified.
No, as in, don't you check
for a driver to be qualified?
He has to have a driving license.
He has a driver's license. That's where I'm coming to.
Okay.
The law, the regulation.
Yes.
To go straight to the point is, you see, in the 1999 Constitution, the Constitution recognized the local government councils to establish, maintain, and regulate motor parks.
Absolutely.
But inside that motor park, the Constitution, I think Section D, also precludes the government, that is local government or state government, like in the FCT, where state government builds the motor parks, from regulating anything mechanically propelled.
Oh.
That is any motorcycle, anything with engine. car, keke, minibuses, tricycle, buses.
You're precluded from doing that.
Yeah. And they are not supposed to regulate. So now you see in the motor park or in the town, in the city, who regulates these persons that are operating automobile, mechanically propelled? So the only thing you have there as per something close to regulation activities or what issues is the National Union of Road Transport Workers. And this National Union of Road Transport Workers, the only backup law you have is the Trade Union Act, which we know, only stating that our jurisdictional scope covers all persons engaged in transportation of passengers and goods by road.
Hey.
You understand? So now, in a city, you as the road transport worker, you have the responsibility of catering for your members. You now have a responsibility of regulating the operations. You have the local government, you have the state government, where because the government, they will not come, they appoint consultant, contractors, people who will now come in, you know, as I will call them interlopers, to regulate that system. Remember, the law is not really giving them the leverage to regulate, but they want to forcefully regulate. And how do they regulate? Okay, like in Abuja here, you have AMAC or whatever, people operating task force under the state, the government.
Yes, the local government.
Which one is easier? The NURTW now has its tentacles at the unit, motor parks, unit. So every commercial driver operating taxi, tricycle, bus, or whatever in the city, if it is to be properly regulated, should be known. Because everybody should be known by somebody.
Yes.
Before a driver would have taken his vehicle to the road to operate, he must have known, registered in a unit or a branch. Somebody in the unit, the executive of the leadership of the union and the unit must have known this person. The branch would have known the person, the state council, and then the national where we are.
I know that's your
which
aim.
we wouldn't know.
I know that's your
people.
aim, Mr. Awem. You know, it has been a long story. It's a bit convoluted somehow. Let us get more clarity. Because you know what I asked you? You've established that there's a gap. But you are aware that the gap is causing challenges.
Yes.
Has your union done anything thus far? Where are we now?
Certainly the fact is that the government should, rather than overlapping to set task forces to try to regulate or monitor the commercial transportation activities, should collaborate with the union to strengthen the union, because the union has the facility, the manpower, the structure already. Unit, branches, you know, everywhere. So because if somebody in the capital city task force is regulating a driver, how will he know this driver? You know, if you are now like the union now, the task force goes on checking, maybe a driver is suspected. The first question would have been, where are you operating from? And that driver should have been able to know where he's operating from. I'm operating from AYA. I'm operating from Area 1. I'm operating from Kubwa. And in that Kubwa, maybe a call is put across. There's a branch chairman. There are branch officers. There are unit people. They should know that driver. So it's not a very difficult thing. But you see, when the responsibility of checking whoever is operating is not on the union, is now on somebody else, that person is only interested in the enforcement.
Oh, so it's not well apportioned.
It's not well apportioned.
But are you sitting back and watching your association, your union, as you watch? Have you made any moves to see how you can merge things in? Because people's lives are at stake. You knew this challenge before we started this conversation today. And you are seeing that the one chance thing is gaining, what is it called, nationwide. You knew that there's a challenge, or your association is aware that there's a gap. What moves are being made? What can be done now? Because it's lives we're talking about that are being lost almost on a daily basis.
The union has been trying its best in areas of, okay, like intercity transportation. The union already established like the issues of passengers, commuters manifest, where every individual who enters a vehicle the data or details must be, taken. The drivers must be known, and somebody must have to go to the appropriate recognized motor parks. So those are things, and we are collaborating even as of now with the security agencies to go digital, to digitalize those operations so that it will be real time and won't be paperwork.
Thank you so much, Mr. James. I mean, Dr. Dem, I have so much questions for you, but Mr. James, I want to say that I'm feeling a certain way after your response, because I don't know how soon it will be Uhuru, how soon we are going to celebrate that the Road Transport Worker Union is holding their own end of the bargain. But hold it. You're looking at me in a certain way. Why? Hold it. We'll go on the break. When we come back, our conversation will continue. It is Weekend Deal, your favorite weekend show on TV.
Call me if I ever need you. Well, I don't really want to leave you, but we both know we had to trust. Well, we know it was best for us. This is love, this is not loss. Moving on is what's best for us. Hey, I'll let you go, 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 hey. I'll let you go, I'll let you go, I'll let you go, I'll let you go. We stood by the water, one by one in order. Dollar Nikon quarter, yeah. It didn't matter how it was for you. What we know it was best for us. Yes, we know we had to trust. This is love, this is not lost. Moving on is what's best for us. Hey, I'll let you go, I'll let you go. I did not want to, but I had to. I'll let you go, 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 hey. I'll let you go, I'll let you go, I'll let you go. I'm in love with my bestie and I don't know what to do. Sometimes I dey feel like she dey feel the same way I do. She dey call me brother, I know they bab that thing. Sometimes we dey act like lovers, where we dey do more things. My bestie, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie, yeah. If you dey hear this song, just know say somebody fought for you. My bestie, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie, my bestie, yeah. I know say I know for catch feelings, but it be too risky to lose you to another man. Somebody tell me waiting man for do. Cause I know won't lose you plus waiting I get. Somebody tell me waiting man for do. Cause I know won't lose you plus waiting I get. You are my African queen that I know, oh yes I know. You are my African queen that I know, oh see I know what I am feeling in my heart and in my soul. Oh I know that this is His love, and I know that His love will surely settle up above every other thing you think of. You are my African queen, and I know that this will be the only one that I will serve. I'll give you my heart, my love, my body and my money, every other thing you think of. In a man who could think of anything better than you, who could think of ever bring you, sacrifice my all, I give it all to you. You are my African queen, for real, you are my African queen, the girl of my dream. You take me where I never been, You make my heart go tingali-gali. Oh yeah, you are my African queen, the girl of my dream. You remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty.
Oh my goodness.
I wish that I could take a journey to your home.
Oh.
I do believe that there's a love you wanna share. I'll take good care of you, lady, have no fear. So I wanna know what makes you come on. So I can be all that and more. I wanna know what turns you on. So I can be the one who always makes you smile. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do. Cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart it's true. Tell me what I gotta do to please you. Baby, anything you say I'll do. Cause I only wanna make you happy. From the bottom of my heart it's true, yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna know what turns you on. So I can be under the more. I wanna know what makes you sad. So I can be the one who always make you smile.
Tammy Samuel.
Samuel,
wow.
well done.
I have a feeling that we'll be seeing more of Tammy Samuel in this December month.
Abby.
You know, everywhere there's jollificating, like we say in local parlance, Tammy Samuel should
You know why
be
I like
invited.
him? He wants to know what makes us sad. And what makes us sad is lack of money. So Tammy Samuel, be ready. I've told you my own up front. I'm not going to like pretend about it.
Please, Tammy came to make you dance and be happy.
He asked
He's
a
not
question.
a banker.
He asked a question. We want to know what makes me sad.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. That was amazing. And you know what I like? He is focusing on Nigerian artists. That means, you know, he's looking into what's making them tick. And Tammy, too, you're going to tick.
Amen.
Nice. Okay, let me talk to you, Doctor. Let me let Mr. Owem James breathe. Mr. Owem. Let them not bother you again for now. Let me go to, I will let patients take the part two. Let me go to Dr. Kabir. Dr. Kabir, you know why this is very important at this time? We're entering, we've entered the Ember months. From September, people began to move out with caution. And amidst all the normal cautions we take, like saying our prayers, listen to the sixth sense, you know, call somebody, look at the car very well, check the number, take picture of the number plate, you know, we still know that those fraudulent group of people are planning a lot, especially for this December month, which for them, some say is the grand finale. But we're going to surprise them with the amazing tips you are going to give us, Dr. Kabir. Not all of us are security analysts, but I know there are things you can tell us that we can arm ourselves with and spread the gist nationwide that will, those people, they will go hungry if they will not do legit work. Tell us more.
Awesome. So, I mean, I'll approach it from two levels. Number one, the regulatory advice, because there is somebody responsible for transportation. And I want to emphasize the importance of transportation in our lives. We're here, all of us, partly because of transportation. We did not wake up here.
Yes.
It was transportation that brought us here.
Yeah.
Some of us have our personal cars, others rely on commercial vehicles. So that's how important. And thank God we have a Ministry of Transportation in the country. If you are looking at it at the federal level, there is a federal ministry. At the level of FCTA, there is a department that is responsible for transportation. So my advice is to these two arms. In terms of their regulatory component, they need to make sure that every commercial vehicle on our road is registered and that they know the profile of that driver. And more importantly, that they know that vehicle. In today's world, because I mean, first off, you have to register your vehicle. There must be a plate number on that vehicle. And there is even technology by both VIO and Federal Road Safety Corps. All they need to do is put that technology on your plate number and everything about you comes up. So we need to make sure that that technology is available to everybody who has
That's a
that
long-term
regulatory
plan.
function. No, not really.
It can be.
No,
It can be done before
really.
December.
How much do we pay for registering our license? It has increased.
Yes.
And that technology is not so expensive. Put 20 young people in a room. Believe me, you'll be amazed at what they can come up with.
In a week?
And another thing that sometimes I marvel at the way we do things in Nigeria. There is the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy. Some of these things we don't have to go to South Africa or India or China to bring them. That ministry can actually help us. NIDA can play that role. So from that regulatory point of view, the responsibility is purely theirs. My co-discussant has explained to us how they are a union. So they don't have that regulatory responsibility. It is the regulatory agency. But then I'm not absolving them completely. I'm sure when you come to discuss with him, you would mention. Now for us as Nigerians who patronize or use these vehicles, number one is, as best as possible, restrict yourself to using parks. Where you can't use parks, then please use hail cabs.
Hail cabs, yeah.
In the minimum, and there are so many in today's world. So by doing this, you've reduced significantly your risk. You've not eliminated it, but you've reduced the risk. If for any reason you can't use these two and you have to go out and just wave a taxi down, then please take certain precautions.
Thank you so much. Our messages are coming in fast. We're going to ETV after this, but let me just read this so that you'll be thinking about it. It says, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nice topic in view of the insecurity situation across the country today. My suggestion is in respect of withdrawal from ATM under duress. Can the banks explore the possibility of incorporating a distress button on the ATM to enable the victim of one chance to trigger unusual withdrawals and possibly block the account for withdrawals until the account owner's intervention? This is from Mr. Obianu, Abuja. NTA TVE will be joined. What you said?
TVC.
Okay, NTA TVC will be joining the conversation now. Take it away.
In the shadows of Nigeria's urban landscape, a silent network thrives. The wheelbarrow pushers transport goods, facilitate trade, and keep our markets alive. It's hard work, but it's a living. Despite facing numerous challenges on the road, they persevere. Regrettably, some wheelbarrow pushers have been linked to criminal networks serving as informants. They provide crucial information to robbers, targeting wealthy traders and individuals. The Weekend Deal team attempted to engage with authorities, seeking solutions to curb this trend and protect communities. Unfortunately, our efforts proved abortive. In many robbery cases, criminals rely on local informants. These silent watchers study routines, mark targets, and move in and out of neighborhoods using simple signals to set crime in motion.
For example, not far, about 2 or 3 months ago, when you get to the front of your shop, without anybody suspecting them, there are people passing by. We thought that maybe they are buyers, they wanted to buy something, but they will point gun at you without anybody noticing that. Only you will know that these are what's working. And what they will do is this: all the money you have made since morning, you give unto them, and they will run away with it. We are able to apprehend 2 or 3 of them last week. Also, we tried to rob a building materials trader. Some of them will be inside and they will be operating outside.
However, it was gathered that some Nigerian states, particularly Lagos, have already taken steps to regulate wheelbarrow operations due to environmental concerns and security threats.
In our area, and just as you mentioned regarding to those car pusher, we call it truck pusher, I know some of them, not every of them, some of them, they have evil motive. So when we see some suspicious movement like that, we try to put our light in everywhere. But we have banned it totally.
As you know, they are all in our community. They are within us. So, and you cannot just chase them away completely because some of them are looking for their daily bread. Without doing that job, they won't be able to eat. But we monitor every movement. We have our teams, we have our security people to monitor the movement of the people in and around. And all of us have our neighbor keeper. When I notice something, I call you. We have a very good network in this community.
The issue of wheelbarrow pushers allegedly serving as informants to robbers is a concern that needs attention. It's a reminder that insecurity often hides in plain sight. On the streets we walk, in the faces we overlook, and then the trust we readily extend. That's why it's crucial for everyone to remain vigilant and collaborate towards building safer communities.
Yinka Adegboyega, who is our director for this show, also been doing some work. He said, I know I'm going to die, but this thing concerns me. It concerns all of us. What can I do to add value? And this, what you're about to see now, is the result. Yinka, share please.
Security is a day-to-day activity in your house. The way your son behaves, if you keep quiet, if it is bad, it will bring insecurity into your house, into your family. So the parents must sit up to tell their children what is right and what is wrong. Tell their children how to behave. There are people in the house. Immediately they hear kokoko at the door. A child of 2-3 years will want to jump to open the door. A parent should be able to teach the child, look, you are not supposed to near the door because you don't know who is coming in. Let them know that insecurity is real. And on day-to-day activity, they teach them that. You're supposed to have an adult that will come in and check and go back. I want everybody, I want every community, I want all traditional rulers to take care of their kingdom. Man your kingdom. If you see a strange face coming into the kingdom, especially, God has given us that discerning spirit to see something and know how it is. If you see some people coming into your community and you're suspecting them, call the police, even if you don't have strong vigilante. Let them check those people. Nobody can attack a community without going community, learning them like you read books, know their weak points, know the kind of things they have and their outlets. So once you see somebody you don't know in your community and has no good intention, you will know. There's nothing wrong. Stop the person, sorry sir, I am a vigilante. Who are you? And why are you here? And he will tell you, look, I'm going to do this. You investigate the person and that's all. If the person know that anytime they come to this place, this is what they will see, they wouldn't bother your community again. Be suspicious about everybody you come across. Don't overlook the issue. I said, he's a human being, nothing happening. I want everybody to be suspicious of everybody.
Security or sharing of your environment is everybody's business. You must be very much alert to see something and say something. That's all that is. If you see anything that can disturb your own security and the security of your environment, either you take action immediately, if you can, or you report appropriately. As Africans or as Nigerians, we have the culture, natural one, of loving our neighbors, caring for our neighbors, not going to beat our neighbor or kill our neighbor or steal our, no. Caring. We want to see a society whereby everybody should be very much alert now. When you see things going wrong, if you cannot handle it, you cannot do something on it, you report it. So that everybody will be very much aware. And we need a lot of propaganda on all our spheres of life, especially in our churches, in our mosques, anywhere we gather. collectively as human beings, we should continue to propagate out of living well, out of discipline, out of following the norms, natural.
Indeed, God bless Nigeria. Okay, so this I'm going to read this message quickly. It said, "I'm watching your show and it's very nice. So please talk to me back on the TV." See, that's why we say call. Right, tell us your name, because I would have been calling your name and talking right back at you. That's what I'm good at. But there's no name, so I mean. Anyway, we appreciate your messages. We are here because of you and we love you. So we're at the end of our show. I will start with Dr. Quickly give a word of advice on what Nigerians should look out for, and maybe quickly speak to the fact that it's Ember months and crimes are right. Just a word of advice. But Doctor said patience. I say a word of advice. A word of advice.
Earlier on, I spoke about the 3 A's.
Yeah.
So I think everybody should kind of write that somewhere. Awareness leads to anticipation and then leads to action. Before you do any activity, ask yourself, what is the likely security risk? And then what do you do to reduce that risk? Simple.
Okay.
Mr. Wham.
Mr. Wham.
For me, safety is a matter of consciousness. We should be very conscious at any point in time. For us as a union, like I'm representing the national president, MC Olomo, on this program, for us as a union, in fact, this week we are having a meeting for the festive period.
Okay.
We are going round, we are enlightening our people, and we hope it's getting better, because it's getting better for sure. We are doing our best to get it right.
Absolutely.
It takes a village, right? When you see something, say something.
Say something. We are all in need together. Yes, and we must celebrate Ember in good health, and in with our families by God's grace.
Amen.
We must all look out for each other.
Amen.
All right, so music. Let's do some dancing. Shake this body and get jiggy. Let's get jiggy.
If to say I get a superpower, I for come meet you where you dey. And me I no get fight like Power Rangers. I for come kiss you where you dey. Now me be Superman, yo. Now you be Cinderella, oh baby. I for come kiss you where you dey. Now me be Dramendra, oh. Now you be Sunita, oh baby. I for come kiss you where you dey. So tell Ifoma, who be Ifoma, oh hey hey. Ifoma no like you like me. Deola, who be Deola, oh hey hey. Deola no like you like me. Ya papa, ya mama. Tell me, show me where them dey. Your brother, your sister. Show me where they dey. Now me be Superman, yo. Now you be Sunita, oh baby. I for come kiss you where you dey. Notice, I'm not joking. If you ask them, them know me. Since 06, I've been writing this story. I know the OG, but all my guys, them know me. Ori loyi mi lori. Music chose me. Just know this, I know peace. I dey no key, but I'm never lonely. Sexy lady.